Signs you have poor boundaries in your relationship. It's kind of obvious. If everything else is more important to you than the love of your life, then maybe the love of your life is not the love of your life and the love of your life. Maybe this is important. It's a sign. If you put this first, your poor relationship signage. Do something about it. Watch my relationship channels and learn more. You want to hear some of the best relationship advice ever? Subscribe to my channel. I tell you the truth. Look, I've been there. Let me tell you something. You know why doctors are very good at being doctors? Because somebody did surgery on them and they didn't like the way the surgery felt. So they said, I'm going to school, I'm going to be a doctor. I've had bad relationships in the past, let me tell you. I know what a bad relationship looks like. I can look way over there and I can define what a bad relationship is. You want to listen to me? Subscribe to my channel today. Let's talk about good, healthy relationships. I know those two. See you. Keys to a successful marriage. Get the green key. Now there's 4 keys. There's a blue key, there's a yellow key, there's an orange key, and there's a gray key. You want the green key. Green can be whatever color you want it to be. The whole point is that you're being progressive, that you're doing good things, but use the green key. The green key works. That's all I'm saying. That's how you have a successful relationship. You'll never find. You know, healthy boundaries in relationships, this thing's not even on. Listen, let me tell you something. A healthy boundary in a relationship is a boundary that eats its vegetables. It enjoys natural things. Salads. Eat more salad. Have a better relationship. It's a true story. The second most important relationship you ever have is one with yourself. You get a mask and you have a better relationship with yourself. You know why you have better relationships? Because it's quite simple. I don't know. I don't really know the answer to this question. They said, hey, let's talk about it. I don't really know. But I know one thing. If you check out my channel, you'll see that we talk a lot about relationships. Check out the channel and bring a mask. Do you want the bomba? Hey, listen, this is about competing against your partner in a relationship. Why people do this stuff, I don't know, man. It's the crazy and silliest thing. You're competing against yourself. What's up? Word, peace up, do the basketball thing. I don't know what I'm talking about. Check out my channel. Big question, to be or not to be, that is the question. To be single, to be married, what's the choice? Well, you know, this is really simple to figure out, but it's just a feeling. Remember, feelings, emotions are not facts. So if you feel like you need someone, you probably should be with someone. But that doesn't mean that you're good for someone because you feel this way. And if you are not feeling the need to be with someone, and you probably should be single. If you can't share, you should stay single. That's the rule. If you can share, then you probably have something to give to someone. If there's nothing to give, then you need to be forgiven. But if you want to learn how to get your mind straight, get your mindset in a way that helps you to become wonderful news to someone else, subscribe to the channel today and we'll talk about it. This is a serious topic. It's about how to build lasting relationships. First, you need a good hammer. A good hammer. And then you come to a channel like this where there's a guy who just wants to tell you about how to make yourself happy and be good listeners to your partner and be a good listener to yourself and just kind of bring out the goodness of yourself and share it with others. Subscribe today. These are the things we talk about. A trustworthy relationship. How to identify one. This is not hard. All right, so think of a really good friend, your best friend, best person you can think of as a friend. What is the most dominant quality they have? Loyalty. Loyalty. Trustworthy people are people that no matter what, when you're not around, they do the right thing. They don't talk behind your back, and so should your partner not do the same. Trustworthy relationships are when your secrets stay in the relationship and they don't go out and tell all your nonsense. If you want to know more, subscribe to the channel and we'll give you some more tips on how to have a trustworthy relationship. Excuse me. Oh, how to improve listening skills in a relationship. Sorry, did you say something? Oh, sorry. Stop listening to music when other people are talking to you. Kind of be a little more focused. That's how you improve your listening skills. No, that really didn't say it. That just told you what happens. All right, so how do you do it? I don't know. You got to come to my channel. We talk about this stuff all the time. Subscribe to the channel. We'll tell you how to improve your listening skills and your relationship. When you love your wife, she's not just the most incredible person in the world. She's not just the most beautiful person in the world. She's the only person in your world. You live for her. You wake up for her. You go to sleep for her. You do good things for yourself to make yourself better because you're doing those things so you can provide for her all the necessary things she needs. When you love your wife, she's not just the most incredible person in the world. She's not just the most beautiful person in the world. She's the only person in your world. You live for her. You wake up for her. You go to sleep for her. You do good things for yourself to make yourself better because you're doing those things so you can provide for her all the necessary things she needs. Listen, if you ask your partner a question and the answer they give you is very passive, no details involved, just a passive like, it's okay, it's okay, that kind of an answer, that's a problem because they're not opening up to you. They're not showing that you and them are on the road to become one, because the purpose of a relationship is for people to grow together, not far apart. So if you're growing together, there are things you need to know, and that's called just about everything about your partner, and they must know just about everything about you. So when you ask those questions, if the questions are kind of like good questions, but the answers that they're using to support the question is vague, see, you've got a problem in your relationship. That means there's a lack of honesty. And if the relationship is not honest based on words, the relationship is not going to be honest based on action either. Women, if you're in a relationship, two becomes one. That's what it is. Sometimes people enter these relationships and they still want to act like they're single. You're not single. That means you have a right to know where your partner is, and your partner equally has a right to know where you are. And when you want to talk to your partner, let's say one of you goes out of town and you want to call your partner at 3 a.m. in the morning because you want to hear their voice, there should be nothing wrong with it. You call them. They're your partner. The goal, you're trying to become one. You're two separate, but if your partner is still sitting there thinking about, oh, I've got this to do. I need my space. Need your space. If you needed your space, you should have never entered my space, because my space was open to have a relationship. So think about these things, men and women. Your space just got smaller, but guess what? It's a lot more comfortable. Here's some more relationship advice. What generational curses are you following? Now, you've got to be careful, because just because our parents did certain things or had certain habits doesn't mean we have to duplicate them into our lives. And especially if you have children, sometimes the cord needs to be broken, not between you and your child, but between the habits of your parents, things you knew were not correct, things you did not approve of when you were a child. So when you become an adult, they still should be things you do not approve of. You have the right now to make your own decisions. So for the sake of your generation, the one you've created, the one you're passing along, do the right thing. Do what's good for you and your future.